It is January 20th, 2024, and this is from A Bug's Life. Bird trouble. It was the height of the rainy season, and the roof of the ant colony had sprung a leak. "Bucket brigade!" shouted Princess Ada. The ants obediently lined up and began catching the water in cupped leaves, passing them along the length of the line and dumping them into the creek bed. "There's got to be an easier way," Flik said. "Tomorrow I'm going to invent a way to fix the roof." The next morning, Dot found Flik sitting on a daisy. He was looking at a set of plans. "What are you doing, Flik?" she asked. "I'm fixing the leak," he said, showing Dot his plans. "See, these leaves will act as rain deflectors. Then the water will run into these hollowed-out flower stems that will act as gutters." "Wow!" said Dot. She was the only ant who thought Flik's inventions were worthwhile. "The only thing I'm missing is some sort of deflection device for the ant hole itself," he said. "Aha!" he shouted a moment later. He had spotted a buttercup. "That flower should work perfectly. Come on, Dot, give me a hand, won't you?" Together, the two ants dragged the buttercup to the top of the anthill. "What on earth are you two doing?" asked Princess Ada as she walked up to them. "Flik figured out a way to fix the leak," Dot shouted triumphantly. Flik shrugged modestly. "It's very simple, really," he said. "See, what I did was..." Suddenly, the ant lookout began shouting, "Bird, bird, bird coming!" Flik, Ada, and Dot dove for cover. Sure enough, a hummingbird was hovering just above the anthill. "It's going for the flower!" shouted an ant. The hummingbird pressed its long beak into the buttercup Dot and Flik had dragged onto the anthill. "Avalanche!" shouted the ants. The delicately built anthill began to collapse. Ants scrambled to get out of the way as the bird flew off. "Nice work, Flik," said Princess Ada. "This is going to take weeks to rebuild." Flik sighed and hung his head. "Don't worry, Flik," whispered Dot. "Someday you'll do great things."